Just talked to Jim, and he was just talking about how Gabe and CJ and Arvell have looked in bowl practice this past month. What have you seen from those three guys? Big step forward?
Oh, yeah, just a lot of growth. I mean, those guys, they've been in the meetings all year. They've been learning from the stars' mistakes, and now that we're in bowl practices, you just see them learning and starting to understand defense, and it's going to be awesome just seeing them play.
For Arvell, as a freshman, to get it as quickly as he maybe did and to get on special teams, what does that say about him that you've seen from him that maybe he could be, you know, a future Steele or a future Tommy?
Just says that he puts the work in. I mean, sometimes some people don't get in the field. They don't really realize how important some of those players are, and I think over this entire bowl season and into the next few years, you're going to see those guys really shine.
What's this bowl practice been like for you?
It's been fun. I mean, it's just having fun with the boys, really. I mean, you get to a certain point where this is really all you're doing. You finish school up, and then you're in a facility having fun with all the guys. So just try to have fun with it.
So you're going to face one of the best running backs at least all year, Schrader. What have you kind of seen from him on the film, and what challenge is to see?
He's just quick. He's like a little Christian McCaffrey. I mean, you see him get in and out of cuts. I mean, he's got good vision, so it's going to be a hell of a challenge. I'm excited for him.
Did you do anything good for Christmas? Anything fun? Did you guys do something good?
We had inside joke for Christmas. That's what we had.
Is that what you asked for Christmas?
No. But hey, you got to do what you got to do. You signed up for it.
There you go. Do you have anything on your Dallas to-do list? Have you ever been here?
We've got a steakhouse. I forget what it is. It's like David something. We also went to Heart 8 Barbecue. That was awesome.
This place is good.
Yeah. That was one of the best atmospheres I've been to in a while. It's awesome. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Texas. I would not mind living here.
Okay.
It's awesome.
Steele, do you expect you'll be playing with Tommy this week?
Everyone's at practice. We don't really know how the rotation's going to go or anything, but yeah, you expect to do whatever the coaches decide to do. We're just focusing on the game, really.
Hoping that will be the case. I mean, you guys just been sort of like the tandem there for a while.
Whoever's out there just going to go out and have fun.
Is that kind of the name of the game for this? Obviously, you guys want to win the game, but you're talking about having fun a lot. Is this like a last hurrah type of deal where you guys just want to go out and you know, have some fun with the guys one last time?
I mean, that's just something that we've been doing all year. I think that's really showed in our defense's improvements. Just us, going out there having fun, just realizing that I don't know, these games come and go. I mean, you only play football for so long, so you just got to appreciate the guys to your left and right. Just realize that you're there to win the game, but also just have fun with all the people around you.
Steele, have you made a decision on your future for next year?
No, I'm just focusing on this game, really. Just taking one game at a time.
You're a guy who's been in the locker room forever. What does it say about this locker room specifically, where nobody is talking about the future? Everybody just wants to talk about this game, and to a lot of people, it seems like a meaningless game. But like, you guys seem to be very much like, let's do this, and then we'll get to the future. What does it say about?
I attribute that to Coach Day. I mean, after the events that took place, I mean, it was hard, especially hard looking forward, and even though we're not in the playoffs, focusing on the game ahead. But Coach Day just really rallied the troops, really brought us in and told us to be laser focused on this one game because you got to end the year with a win, no matter what you do. So,
you don't have to hold it, Steele.
It makes
you just like to?
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Cool. Don't keep it.
Try not to.
What flavor we got?
I think like strawberry kiwi. I don't really know. Kayla Olson brought us some damn good smoothies. It's fantastic.
Still, I came up with you to kind of finish that question, but not only finishing this run, but just what does it set a tone for going ahead for this program after the disappointment of not finishing where you want to this year?
It just shows that we don't have any quit. I mean, you lose a game, sometimes you just roll over and then just give up. You just got to show that you've got resilience, able to come back and win a big game like this.
You look at their running back and their offense. What do you see?
See a tough team, see a team that's disciplined, see a team that knows what they're doing and does it well.
Running back like that, what makes him tough? I mean, that bowling ball kind of mentality he's got.
It's just guys rallying to the ball because, I mean, it's hard for one guy to take him down. I mean, he runs hard, so we've just got to have everyone scoring.
What was year 2 like with Jim now that you look back on it?
For my friend, it was a pain in the ass at times. I mean, gosh, he knows what he's doing. I mean, he gets on you in practice, he gets on you in the game, but we all know that he loves us, he cares for us. He got us this little silver bullet thing, so you know that he's all bought into it. So he really cares about this program, and I trust him.
What did it mean to get something like that from him?
Meant a lot. He was getting real chummy. I didn't really expect him to get all feely with me, but it was surprising. But it was real nice. It was a real nice gift.
Was it the entire defense or just the linebackers?
It was just linebackers.
Okay.
Is that after the season or before the season?
It was like 3 days ago. I consider it, no, 3 weeks ago. I consider it like an early Christmas gift, basically.
Missouri's got a slot receiver who does a lot after the catch. When you've watched film, how challenging is he to stop, and just what's that challenge like?
He's a good player. I think, once he gets the ball in his hands, he does a lot with it. I think it's just sometimes you just got to stop him from getting the ball in his hands, and whenever he does, you just got to have guys rallying. Because, sometimes he can break a tackle. You just got to have guys always in pursuit of the ball.
Is that something even the linebackers have to be aware of too? It's not just probably the guys in the slot on him, but everyone's got to.
Yeah, there's 11 guys on the field, so it's going to take 11 guys to stop him.
Steele, did you? No, you're good.
Oh,
He just likes to hold it. Oh, you want to hold it? There you go.
I'm used to holding it.
Steele, have you given any thought at all, I'm sorry if these guys asked you, to the extra year of eligibility that you have?
No, I try to keep that in the back burner. Just try to focus on this one game only.
Is there a little bit? Go ahead.
Yeah, how do you manage that while knowing that it could be the last time? I would think that you'd want some part of that to maybe soak up the moment and be out there with Tommy and Cade and those guys.
Yeah, you try to soak them. Yeah, but time just keeps moving on. So no matter what the decision is, you just gotta try to have fun in the moment.
Is it a little easier not to do that, knowing that Tommy's not that sentimental of a person?
Tommy's a sentimental person. We've had some nice night talks while we've been in the hotel. He's a sentimental guy. You just gotta get it out of him. Luckily, I know how to do that.
Better than anyone, right? Or Cade?
Yeah,
better than Cade?
Cade can do it too. I think it's just a house thing. Okay. It's a 3,900 thing. You gotta understand that.
What do you think of being in this venue, playing where Buckeyes have done some business here?
It's awesome. You get lost in it. This place is really huge. And then, just realized there have been a lot of Buckeyes that have come in the stadium, done great things. And just realized that you gotta pay tribute to them by going out there and showing them on the field.
And how much is this a redemption kind of game?
We try not to think about redemption, just putting our heads down, just doing the work, and then hopefully at the end, it ends up the way we want to.
When you look at the past month or whatever it's been since Ann Arbor, how has the team come together? Obviously you're not where you were last year playing for a title, but you were playing for something, or playing for a win. How have you guys bonded around that?
You know what? I'd attribute all that to Coach Day. He's really brought the troops together because we were definitely down after the game, but he did a good job just getting everyone together and just relaying the information that we still have a job to do. We still have a game to win at the end of the year. We can't go out with a loss. So I'd put it all on Coach Day.
What was that conversation around? There's no opt-outs on defense. Everybody's going to play. What was that conversation like? Was it just the idea of getting the bad taste out of your mouth and wanting to finish with a win?
It was really just the idea that we put in so much work in the offseason that it's all not for naught at the end of the year. That we lost the game, but we still did all that work for something. So we got to end up winning this game.
Thanks, Steele.
There you go.
Thanks, Steele.
Thanks, Steele. Appreciate it, man.
Sir.
I just want to ask you a quick question. Brian Hamilton from Power Mizzou. When you look at Missouri's run game, what type of problems does that create when you have a wide receiver like Luther Burden on the outside? What type of matchup issues does all of that give you?
We just always got to be on our toes. Realize that they've got weapons all around that we've got to go on.
Missouri they were Joe Moore Award semifinalists for the best offensive line in the nation. You guys faced a couple of those semifinalist teams like Notre Dame, Michigan. When going against a team like Missouri, do you see any similarities on film that you saw to those guys that make them tough offensive lines, I guess?
I don't really try to compare them. Everyone's different in some kind of way. So, they're very run sound with their gaps and everything, so we just got to be also run sound in our defense.
Last thing, what do you think decides the game? What are some key factors or something that you say we've got to win this for Ohio State to win the game? Same thing for Missouri.
Win the run game.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
I want no part of it.
So I think like strawberry kiwi or something. It's freaking phenomenal.
Defensively, you guys did a lot right this year. I guess one category Jack was talking about is forcing the turnovers. Doing more maybe in a game like this. Missouri tends to do that. How can you do that just from an execution standpoint? I know like tackling the football is a big component, but from a linebacker, like how do you approach that?
I think it just comes down to film study, just knowing what play's coming and then being able to react off it and then maybe get there a step earlier, maybe focus more on maybe a punch or possibly picking off a ball, something like that. So I attribute to just knowing what's coming.
How do you like not try to force it too much, I guess? Like if you're in a game, like how do you not to overthink it, I guess?
That's a problem I run into sometimes. You just got to play every play as its own. You can't guess sometimes. I would just say just reading your keys, having good eyes. I think that's certainly something that can help, and just not guessing on plays.
Yeah, and I feel like you've been in the right place at the right time multiple times in your career for interceptions, forced fumbles, recoveries. How does that happen to you? Is that just gap assignment, knowing where you're supposed to be?
That's just all 11 guys on the field just helping out, and then me just ended up getting lucky, getting the ball in my hands somehow.
What have the last couple of weeks been like, just from a team attitude standpoint? We've seen, on social media videos of Devin leading this team. How was the page turned, I guess?
I mean, just kind of life moves on. I mean, a lot of stuff has happened, but at the end of the day, you still got a ball game to play. So I think it's just all of us just coming together, realizing that we put in a lot of work this offseason. So why go out and just lay goose egg, not really care about this game whenever you've done so much all year to prepare for something like this?
Steele, does this game feel different? Do you get to almost enjoy the atmosphere a little bit more? Knowing, you're coming out here trying to win a Cotton Bowl, but the pressure, this is just one game. You're just trying to come out here and win one game as opposed to the pressure of an entire season.
I don't know. I think every game, there's always pressure on every single game, especially at a place like Ohio State. You're expecting to win everything. So, there's definitely pressure coming into it, but then once you get on the field, it kind of wears off a little bit. You kind of just get focused on the 11 guys around you.
What do you think, looking back on your Buckeye career? I know you got decisions to make yourself, but what do you think maybe is one of your greatest memories?
Euchre night with the boys.
Euchre night with the boys?
Yes, sir.
What is that like?
Do you know what that is?
Well, I've heard about it, but take us through it.
I forget I'm in Texas. Yeah, I've adopted the northern, Midwestern, attitude of euchre and whatnot. So
it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's just guys having fun, playing euchre, eating some steaks afterwards. Just man stuff.
Just man stuff.
That's what we like.
Steele, have you decided, are you definitely moving on after this game?
I'm just trying to focus on one game at a time. So. Just trying to win this game and then move on from there.
For you, what does this game mean in terms of, for this defense to bounce back from, the last game of regular season?
It just means that got to have a bend no break mentality. At the end of the day, we struggled last time, but we got to come back and show out. So.
What do you think you guys learned from that game that you can now apply to play better in this game?
Just be more Simon Sound.
Somebody make a play, right?
CJ Hicks, someone that came up when Jim Knowles was just speaking about, someone that's kind of waited his turn, developed a little bit in silence. What have you seen from him in his first couple of years at Ohio State?
Just a bunch of growth, just a guy that really just wants to get better. He's in the meeting rooms every single day, learning, asking questions, and whenever he gets his opportunity, he's going to show it.
What stands out when you watch Cody Schrader on film?
It's fast. Dude moves, him and Brady Quinn. They know how to run the ball, and they know what they like to do on offense. They do it really well, so it's definitely going to be a challenge. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Quarterback in particular, what just jumps out at you about him? Like a multi-threat, right?
Yeah, he's able to extend the play. You think that you got him in the pocket. Next thing you know, he gets out and he's running for 20 yards. He's an athlete, so yeah, just got to be prepared for that.
Still, can you put into words how much y'all want to go out on the right note? How much does that play into y'all's fervor, I guess, for this game? A lot of people think y'all would have been down because of, what I'm talking about, the Michigan thing. And I'm going, well, Missouri's not probably where it wanted to be either, you know what I mean? But how much is that, do y'all talk about how much this game means?
It's just every single game that we play here matters. Simple as that. So you got to go out there and do your best. So I don't know why you'd come on that field and not do your best. So that's really the mindset that we have.
I went the wrong way around the posy there to ask that question. Sorry about that. But you know what I was asking.
Yeah.
Devin Brown, in a nutshell, what has he shown you the last several weeks?
He's just a ball player. Just likes to go out there and have fun, play the game. Slings the ball around and run. So just, yeah, really good player.
What did you see from Sonny stepping up, Lathan out in that position, strong safety?
No, I mean, yeah, no one was really surprised about Sonny coming in doing that. I mean, he's a hell of a player. He's just an athlete. You can really plug him in at any position on the field. He'd excel. So, I mean, not surprised at all seeing what he's been doing.
Did you immediately use the speakers you got from Devin Brown?
I have not taken him out the case yet, no.
Okay.
I'll break him out at some point, I don't know.
What does that do for a fellow player, for a guy to, Christmas, whip out a gift for everybody?
Just shows that he cares. I mean, all I got for Christmas was a couple pairs of drawers and a wallet, so that's probably the most expensive thing I've gotten. So, very nice of him.
Yeah, that's cool.
What do you notice about this Missouri offensive line at the second level? What do they do to climb up?
They're just really fast. Yeah, they get up to the linebackers, put hands on, make it really hard to get off blocks. So that's something that we definitely have to be ready for.
In your career, what's been your, I guess, maybe biggest learning lesson in that department of shedding off blocks at the second level when those guys climb up?
If there are times when you don't have to deal with a 350-pounder, don't do it. You can get around him. If you don't, you gotta stick your head in there.
Have y'all studied more of their video against like Georgia than maybe some other games? I mean, what have you noticed just in a game where you got to let it all hang out, so to speak? I mean, as you prep for this game.
Say that again.
If y'all watch more of their video like against Georgia, big time elite opponent, than maybe some other games as you've gotten ready for this. Meaning, what they have to show in a game like that.
I mean, we've just watched most of the games they played all year. I mean, yeah, we definitely had some of the Georgia film that we watched, but I mean, I wouldn't really say we focus on one or more games. We just kind of watch a little bit of everything.
Coach Knowles said he thinks linebacker depth is an area where ball practices have been a big area of growth for you guys. How have you seen just the depth behind you at linebacker grow over the past month?
I mean, it's definitely grown, but I mean, it's not one of those things where like came out of nowhere. They've been doing it all year. I mean, I think now that we're getting to bowl practices where guys are getting more opportunities to get on the field and practice. You're just seeing those guys really applying what they've been learning all year and just showing that they've been listening all year. They've been learning all the mistakes that we've made throughout the entire year, and they're just really starting to do really good.
What do you think are the biggest things that James Laurinaitis has done to make you a better player this year?
Laurinaitis, he's a hell of a guy. I mean, it's just nice just having someone that's done it, understands like how hard it is, and is willing to relay just any sort of like little nugget or information that he's gone through in the past, and then just realizing like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. So just having his wisdom with us is just huge for a linebacker.
Does he ever go, hey guys, I did this, so listen to me, or is it that's understood?
He's done it both times. I mean, game of football is hard. He's shown us clips where he's messed up, shown us clips where he's excelled. So, I mean, even the greats mess up here and there. So that definitely gives you confidence, but it still makes you like really want to do a lot better.
I know you might have an answer to this question, but when you watch like Ty Hamilton progress, what just stands out when I bring up his name about where he was maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, and where he is now?
Just a dude that knows what he's doing. He's really good at keeping us clean. I mean, he's a guy that's always gap us. God, I can't talk. Just always really gap aware, just making plays, being able to side scissor guards and making the tackle. I mean, you see it's just our interior line, our DNs, they're making a lot of tackles and making life easier on us. So, yeah.
Thanks, Dave.
What is the challenge of Missouri's offense for you guys?
It's just the fact that they're really good at what they do and they love doing it. So I mean, we just gotta know what sets they're in, what they might be running, and then just play on it.
Is there a sense of pride, I guess, to end this defensively on a positive note after you guys obviously made some significant improvements this year, had the Michigan game, so how much pride is there to finish it the right way on the defensive side?
Well, yeah, we want to win the game. We want to give up as least points as possible. So, I mean, go out there, you try to win. I mean, that's kind of the whole thing about the football game. So, yeah.
Ty was talking about their personnel, and it sounded similar to Michigan, a good offensive line, a running back who maybe a little bit smaller, physical, quarterback who can move. I know the scheme is different, but personnel-wise, do you see similarities between what you saw when you were getting ready for it?
I just try to categorize every team differently. I mean, they got different players, different schemes, so just try to categorize differently. Don't try to make any comparisons.